so let me introduce myself. My name is Bing. I am working for ASML for the last 1.5 years as a software engineer. Yes, let's start a bit about what we are talking about today. So it's all about the machine data. Our solution is cloud-based in Azure, and we are using event-driven design to process a high-volume machine data. So machine data is a collection of the data we are collecting with the source and scanners while they are in operation. You can think about data of the drop that's generator, about the position, how it's placed, and the voltage it is used, and the intensity of light at that moment. And these data are very important for our teams to diagnose and troubleshooting on the early stage, because we have agreement with our customers to uphold high service level agreement. So currently we are processing 1.5 terabytes data per day, and we are serving around 5,000 engineers in the downstream. And when our solution matures, we will facing 15,000 engineers using our data. So can you imagine the cost when this solution is not working? And we will tell you a bit about how we're getting these data into Azure Cloud. So we are using 4 main components. So we have an Azure storage account where we are storing the packages as blobs. We have event grid where we are routing the event from the source to a destination. And between the event grid and the function app, we have a service bus queue, which is providing a reliable message delivery. And then we have this piece of go back. Yeah, thank you. Then we have a function app, which is a small unit of serverless computing unit. Yeah, thank you. So this is a simplified architecture of our solution.
In the world of software engineering, values are delivered once code changes are deployed to production. Our team is using the classic Git branching strategy using development, release and master branches to deploy to development, acceptance, and production environment. Enter Jope's journey to deploy his feature to production using this flow. Jope is developing his feature, made some commits, and thereafter he is ready to deploy his changes. Jope encounters a hurdle. His fellow developer, Xiaoyu, had created changes into the same files, causing a merge conflict. After navigating the storm of conflicting changes, with Xiaoyu's guidance, Jope successfully deploys his alterations to the development environment. With one milestone achieved, Jope's journey progresses to the acceptance path. However, upon arrival, he is greeted with a maze of uncertainty. 7 commits from 4 different contributors clutter the path, casting doubt on the nature of changes within. Unwilling to risk unintended consequences in the production environment, Jope employs the strategy of cherry-picking. Selecting only his own changes, he forges ahead on the release path. In his final steps to production, Jope compares the release branch with the master branch, finding over 407 modified files and more than 100 commits looming ominously. As a seasoned senior developer, burdened with maintaining order in the production environment, Jope grapples with the frustration of out-of-sync branches, knowing he'll be the first called upon if issues arise. This narrative illustrates the accumulation of changes in development and release branches, impacting software quality, stability, and Jope's development experience. He faces extended deployment cycles and significant frustration.
So these are the columns where we are working on, like our North Star, how we want to mature our solution. So we want to improve our continuous delivery pipeline. Furthermore, we already had a unit test in place. However, we are lacking in the integration test and end-to-end test. So that's part of our quality strategy to improve on that. And furthermore, not only technical skills need to be gained, but we also need to improve on our mindset toward quality and delivery, to a stable solution to production. And the last one is the SLI, the service level indication. It's a quite easy metric to collect. But before Andrei came along, we didn't know how to collect it. It's actually a measurement of the number of function app executions the successful function app executions divided to total function app executions, so that you know how many executions are successful in percentage. So yeah, we are talking about the test strategy first. So yeah, in the beginning we have a lot of unit tests, and in the past few months we put a lot of effort in creating integration tests and end-to-end tests. And while we're creating that, we acknowledge the value because the integration test is really capturing our business requirement and the functionality of what we are developing. And end-to-end test is just nice to have to monitor the critical flows from the beginning to the end. So after we facing, having this kind of insight, as a team, we are still working on that, but we want to expand our set of integration tests. So from testing pyramid, we want to move to a testing diamond, to fit our customers' needs more. Yeah, and with this, writing the code, the actual code to test the functionality, we round up our quality strategy, or did we? We will come back to the quality part later on when we are talking about continuous delivery. So this is a snapshot of how we deployed to production at first. As you can see, you can maybe discover already some red box. So after the CI stage, we have this artifact we can deploy to development environment. That shows green, that's great. And then we deploy to acceptance environment, which shows red, so not so great. But still, we can deploy to production the same code. So that was really bad, and that has to change. And now we are really finishing up the quality strategy columns and the continuous delivery columns. As you can notice, we try to get all the fields green from red. So now we are focusing on SLI, how we're collecting those data and what it actually means. So this forms a pipeline, the event grid, service bus queue, function app, and the storage account. And in the function app, when the function is running, we are gathering the process log, what is actually happening within the function app. And we are also logging whether this function app has succeeded successfully with the column failed reason. 0 means that it's executed successfully. And with this, we can plot SLI, the service level indicator graph. It shows, like I already mentioned before, the total, the successful executions divided by the total executions. So this is SLI for a specific app. I need to blur because we cannot show anything. But it shows 100%, and at the lowest point we see a dip at 99.8%. Quite good, as you can see. But if you see how many executions we are processing per day, so if you can remember the numbers I told you before, we are processing 11,000 packages a day, with average of 15,000 files. In these packages, we are processing around 165 million events. So, with Azure one-time delivery of messages, we can say we process at least 165 million function executions. And then if we have a SLI of 99.8%, that means that we are missing around 300,000 files. So that's quite bad for us. But we have these metrics. We can keep the performance in the eye, and also educate the monitoring teams to keep these in their mind and alert when it's necessary. Yeah, then we are almost at the end. Like Andrei said, and in my experience with this quality journey, maturing our solution, I think I have learned that we have to have a team which have the same mindset towards quality and improved solution. I don't think we could do it together, so our team was involved in this journey as well, and they are sitting here in front row. So thank you for participating in this journey, and thanks for your contribution as well. And I think the other thing I have learned is to collect your metrics, not only based on feeling and go to your product owner and say, hey, I want to change this, because they want to see where you are and where you want to go. And I think with the approach we have designed together, we have a strong case about how we spent the time in the last 6 months and what we have improved in that time. And we are still keep improving. Yep. And that's the end. Thank you.